G'day, Aaron here again for Rustic Traders, Brisbane, Australia, December 2024. It's a boggy, slushy mess just behind you out there. We've had rain. So this is a nice little break in the weather. So we thought we'd do a video. What we have today is BSA. I'm sure anyone that's into bicycles or motorcycles has heard of BSA. A bit about the company. It was originally started in 1880 as a firearms manufacturer. So BSA is Birmingham Small Arms. And even their logo, as you'll see in a second on the front, is 3 grouped rifles. They started manufacturing, I guess they would have been a safety bicycle in the 1880s, but they only did that for a short amount of time. I think they were done by 1887. And then they didn't take up bicycle manufacturing again until I think 1919. So quite some time. They started motorcycles, which they called motor bicycles, originally in about 1905 or 1906, somewhere there. But they did still produce bicycle parts and fittings before they were making their complete bikes again in 1919, so hubs and things like that. They're also responsible for the Edie Coaster hub, which is kind of famous amongst early century bicycle enthusiasts. Now, the story is after World War II, they didn't run the business very well. In 1953, the bicycle and motorcycle company split, and then 1957, Raleigh Cycles, the oldest still functioning bicycle company in the world, bought BSA in 1957 because it was sort of on its way out. Raleigh bought up lots of companies over the years, Norton, BSA, Sturmey Archer, which was also linked to BSA. Raleigh even owned Melvin Cycles at one point, I think in the early 80s. So what we have here is a 1969 BSA Sports. So 1969, so by that point, as I was just mentioning, it was made by Raleigh. It was a Raleigh-made bicycle. And you can see lots of similarities to the Raleigh. Very windy, I'm kind of yelling, hope you can all hear me. So this is still in original condition, apart from the seat. I've left the seat on there for the moment. This is actually rideable. I got it, the tyres pumped up, and it's rideable. I will put what would have been an original seat on there, a Brooks. It would have come out with Brooks. They were an English company, and they are the oldest still surviving bicycle saddle company in the world. And they still make seats or saddles, traditionally called saddles, using some of their very old machines that they used to press them from. So that's another interesting story, the Brooks Saddle Company. Originally they made saddles for horses, and the story was the owner of the company, his horse died, so he had to borrow a bicycle to get to his factory. This is a long time ago, and the bicycle seat on this old thing was so uncomfortable, he thought, we should be able to make a saddle for bicycles. And so there you go, that's the dawn of Brooks bicycle seats. Interesting story. It's online to look into. So some features about this. Got the BSA chainring. So these are quite sought after by BSA enthusiasts. But note that it has the old Raleigh symbol on the crank arm, which is, I think, still on the factory in Raleigh Street in England. And I think it's a guy on an anvil. So Raleigh has that around the place, as well as their peacock head. So I showed it there before. We've got the BSA head badge on there. Also, a lot of people chase that for restorations. You've got the Raleigh logo on the stem there. The guy working on the anvil, the R there. It does say made in England here, the remnants of made in England. It's got the Sturmey Archer 3-speed. which by that stage was a rally-owned company, Sturmey Archer. Sturmey Archer also made motorcycles at one point. They're rare, but look into them. Sturmey Archer motorcycles, they're out there. And that goes down to the 3-speed hub. We've talked about these before. And that's actually where you can find the dates. So that's a 1969 dated hub there. I dare say it would be original to the bike. We've even got BSA on the guard. So some nice BSA parts there. This one, I'm going to keep it in original condition. There's no need to restore it, probably clean it, something like that. I haven't done it yet. I've left it in as found condition. Again, I will change the seat. It's a men's one. I have found a few of the ladies' ones, but it's always nice to find a men's one. And even interesting, they've got almost like a little hood ornament on the front of the guard there, which is a nice little touch. We've got our, what I think is the generator. Yeah, the dynamo. Yeah, so little dynamos that we've talked about before that run the lights. This one is in the hub. So it's the dyno hub. And I'm pretty sure that's Sturmey Archer as well. So that would have had wires coming out. And as the wheels spun, it generated electricity, which ran the lights. So that's a good little system. Added weight, but that's all right. So did the gear hub on the rear, that added weight. But these were a utility bicycle made for riding around, not made for racing. It has the pressed forward facing dropouts. So that's the sign of it being a bit of a later one. I think Raleigh started using these in the early 1950s, maybe even the late 1940s. Raleigh was definitely an innovator of many things for bicycles because they were such a huge company and they supplied the world with bicycles. So anyway, great little find. Quite like the BSAs. Anyway, everyone loves the real early BSAs, of course, but this is lovely to find it in original condition. So hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. We'll do more bikes.